Mm.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard married in 2015, but their marriage lasted only 15 months. In 2016, Amber Heard filed for divorce, accusing Depp of domestic violence. Heard claimed that Depp was an alcoholic and drug addict, and that under the influence of these substances, he would lose control and physically abuse her. During this time, Depp suffered significant financial and career losses. Many of his sponsorships were canceled, and Disney announced that Depp would no longer play Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. In 2020, Depp filed a defamation lawsuit against the Sun newspaper in the UK for calling him a wife-beater. However, the court ruled against Depp, dismissing the case. Depp found himself in both psychological and financial turmoil. In 2022, Depp filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard over an article she published in the Washington Post. Heard responded with a $100 million countersuit, accusing Depp of defamation. In the Virginia trial, Heard submitted voice recordings and text messages as evidence. Depp's legal team argued that the claims were inconsistent and lacked credibility. In June 2022, the court ruled in favor of Depp, concluding that Heard had damaged his reputation. As a result, the court ordered Heard to pay $10 million in damages to Depp. Will Smith reacted during the 2022 Academy Awards after the host, Chris Rock, made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, that upset him. Jada Smith had shaved her head due to alopecia, and both she and Will Smith were sensitive about the matter. Upon hearing the joke, Will Smith stood up, walked to the stage, and slapped Chris Rock. After returning to his seat, he shouted, "Keep my wife's name out of your frickin' mouth." Following the incident, Will Smith issued apology messages on social media. Donald Trump. On November 3, 2020, in the U.S. presidential election, Donald Trump lost to his Democratic opponent, Joe Biden. Trump claimed that the election was rigged and incited his Republican supporters through social media. On January 6, 2021, the U.S. Congress convened to certify Biden's presidency. Angered by this, Trump called on the Republicans to protest in front of the Capitol building and addressed them with these words: "If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore." The enraged crowd clashed with police as they tried to enter the Capitol building. After breaking through the police barricades, the protesters stormed the building and halted the session. During these violent events, 4 protesters and 2 police officers lost their lives. Ashley Babbitt, a retired soldier. Babbitt was shot and killed by the police while attempting to enter the Capitol building. Roseanne Boyland, she was trampled to death in the crowd. Kevin Greeson, he suffered a heart attack and died during the incident. Benjamin Phillips, he passed away after suffering a stroke during the protests. Brian Sicknick, a Capitol police officer. Sicknick succumbed to injuries after being struck on the head with a fire extinguisher. Howard Liebengood, another Capitol police officer. Liebengood took his own life 3 days after the incident, reportedly due to the psychological stress of the events. After the January 6th events, Trump's social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube were suspended. Liam Payne struggled with alcohol addiction following the 2015 breakup of One Direction. He admitted that he turned to alcohol to cope with the stress of facing his music career alone. In 2023, Payne experienced significant weight loss and severe mental health challenges, which worried his fans. With their support, he sought help through rehabilitation and began medication treatment. The medications led to another addiction, making him increasingly aggressive. On October 16, 2024, Payne tragically passed away in a hotel in Argentina. According to hotel staff, he exhibited erratic behavior in the lobby and smashed the hotel computer. Just hours later, Payne fell from the 3rd-floor balcony of the hotel, resulting in his death. The circumstances of his death remain unclear. Was it the result of a medication-induced breakdown? Had he relapsed into alcohol use? Or was it simply a tragic accident? These questions have yet to be answered. In hindsight, Payne's biggest mistake might have been turning to alcohol in the first place, which set off a chain of events that deeply affected both his personal and professional life. Kanye West. On September 13, 2009, at the MTV Video Music Awards, Taylor Swift won the Best Female Video Award for her song, "You Belong With Me." Swift was about to begin her acceptance speech when Kanye West suddenly jumped on stage and grabbed the microphone from her hand. He said, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'll let you finish. But Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time." The audience was shocked by the incident. After the event, Taylor Swift gained even more fans, while Kanye West made the biggest mistake of his life and was heavily criticized as rude and disrespectful. Tim Donaghy served as an NBA referee between 2005 and 2007. During these years, he made biased decisions in certain games, basing his calls on matches he had placed bets on. In some of the games he officiated, he influenced the outcomes through questionable foul calls. The scandal came to light during an FBI investigation into organized crime. It was discovered that Donaghy had ties to criminal organizations and manipulated several crucial NBA game outcomes, generating significant profits through betting. Following his trial, Donaghy was sentenced to 15 months in prison. This incident remains one of the biggest betting scandals in NBA history. Morant was the star player of the Memphis Grizzlies. In 2023, a video he posted on social media showing him holding a gun was enough to tarnish his career. The video drew heavy criticism from both the public and NBA management. The NBA gave Morant an 8-game suspension, and Morant apologized, promising that he would not repeat his actions. 2 months after the incident, Morant posted another video featuring a gun. This time, the Memphis Grizzlies player was handed a 25-game suspension. Morant found himself at the center of a scandal that overshadowed his performance on the basketball court. In 2013, Justin Bieber went to a restaurant with friends to have a meal. After eating, Bieber left the table and his friends assumed he was going to the restroom. They were mistaken. Bieber, thinking that the restroom was too far, urinated into a bucket that restaurant staff used for cleaning the floors. This incident was recorded on video and quickly circulated on social media, causing widespread backlash. Bieber's behavior was heavily criticized as disrespectful and inappropriate, further damaging his public image. In 2013, Justin Bieber embarked on an intense tour. While attempting to leave his hotel in London to get into his car, he encountered difficulties due to the overwhelming attention from fans and the pressure from photographers. Amid the chaos, a journalist allegedly made provocative remarks, which angered Bieber. In response, Bieber approached the journalist aggressively, and offensive language was heard from him during the altercation. Before the situation could escalate further, Bieber's security team intervened to defuse the tension. The incident was captured on video and quickly spread across social media, causing widespread public attention and criticism. In 2014, Justin Bieber lived in a luxurious neighborhood in California. His neighbor, Jeffrey Schwartz, reported Bieber to the police for violating traffic laws by speeding through the neighborhood. Angered by the complaint, Bieber went to Schwartz's house with a carton of eggs and pelted the house with eggs. Following the incident, Schwartz immediately filed a lawsuit against Bieber. The court sentenced Bieber to 2 years of probation and ordered him to pay $89,000 in damages. In 2014, Justin Bieber was caught in Miami participating in a drag race with R&B singer Khalil. Police noticed Bieber's impaired behavior and conducted a sobriety test. The test revealed that Bieber was under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs. Following the incident, Bieber was released on $10,500 bail. In 2016, Justin Bieber traveled to Barcelona to perform a concert. The concert ended successfully for Bieber, but an unexpected incident occurred afterward. As he was leaving the venue in his car, Bieber rolled down the window to greet his fans. At that moment, one fan attempted to touch Bieber's face. Angered by the fan's action, Bieber responded by punching the fan in the face, which caused the fan's lip to bleed. See you in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss new content.